My name is Elijah Gomez, and this is my midterm oral presentation. 3 messages that I found were about identity versus family expectations, bonds, and acceptance. The first major message is the tension between personal and identity with family expectations. Wei Tung was so conflicted about telling his parents that he is gay that he ends up faking an entire life and marriage. The moment that his parents arrived at the airport, you can feel the tension he and Wei Wei are feeling. Wei Wei even comments that she's extremely nervous. Wei Tung immediately puts on an act in order to conform to the desires of his parents. The second major message is about coming to terms with one's identity and being accepted by others. This is shown via Wei Wei's personal problem with her desire to stay in the United States. She ends up finding a sense of belonging with Simon and Wei Tung though. There is a scene where Wei Wei and Wei Tung open up to each other regarding their mutual struggles. They talk about how they're both trying to go through life with the expectations they have from their family and their cultures. Another important message is the importance of family bonds, even in difficult situations. Towards the end of the movie, both of Wei Tung's parents find the truth about everything. However, they don't let that get in the way of their love for Wei Tung. The mom specifically forgives Wei Wei and still wants to have her in Wei Tung's life. The dad ends up opening up to Simon and asks him to continue to take care of his son. After all the struggle, all is well that ends well. The strategies I noticed were being used to deliver the messages were humor, pathos, lighting, and composition. The banquet itself was nothing but fun and games. Wei Wei especially was able to have some tension relieved because of how much fun she was having. Throughout the night, there were plenty of distractions for Wei Wei and Wei Tung to relax and not be as overwhelmed by their expectations. One of the guys even said that anything goes since it was a culture mix banquet. Lee uses pathos via emotional music and close-up shots of the characters' faces. One example is when Wei Wei and Wei Tung leave the mom for the appointment. When the mom realizes what's happening, she started shaking, slowly falling to the ground, and the camera got closer to her. Another example is when Wei Tung lays down with Wei Wei and they both end up crying. The camera captures them in a vulnerable moment which causes the audience to empathize. The lighting and composition is also used to set the mood for the audience. When Wei Wei asks Simon to help raise the kid, they are all close together while the sun is letting in plenty of natural sunlight in. At that moment, they all found where they belong. Regarding my personal definition of family, I'd say it's a group of people who all share an emotional connection with each other, support each other, and contribute to each other's well-being, whether that's by blood, choice, or by shared experiences. Based on their personalities and actions, Wei Tung, Simon, and Wei Wei will definitely be able to raise the kid together. All 3 of them show that they're able to care for another person. For weeks, Simon is going along with Wei Tung's story even though it prevents him from living the life that he wants. Throughout the movie, he repeatedly asks Wei Tung if things are going to go back to the way they were before. Wei Wei also shows love by struggling to keep up the lie. She doesn't want to accept gifts under the pretense of a false marriage. She also hates having to lie to Wei Tung's mom specifically. She ended up wholeheartedly admitting that she was wrong and she even asked for forgiveness. An example of Wei Tung showing his love is how he consistently worries about his dad's health. Ever since he found out about his health, he has kept in his mind his dad's well-being. Even when he comes out to his mom, he knows that he still can't tell his dad because he thinks that it can actually kill him. Regarding stability, the 3 of them together can definitely provide all of the child's needs financially. They should still have plenty of remaining money they have from Wei Tung's parents and the banquet.